Hi Coronado, I'm Blair King, Coronado City Manager, and this is the weekly update for the week ending June 7th, 2019. Representatives from the EPA, Customs and Border Protection, the International Boundary and Water Commission, and the North American Development Bank met in Coronado this week to address contamination in the Tijuana River Valley. Officials discussed coordination between federal agencies to solve the pollution problem. Locally elected officials expressed optimism that there is a real plan to solve the cross-border contamination issue. Since 2018, the City of Coronado has lobbied federal lawmakers and agency leaders to fund sustainable solutions to the flow of sewage. The coalition-backed approach has resulted in the appropriation of funding to initiate these solutions. Earlier this week, the City Council adopted the Fiscal Year 2019-20 Financial Plan and Budget with the supporting resolutions. The budget is balanced without a draw from the city's reserves. General fund revenues are estimated to be about $61.1 million and expenses are projected to be right at $61 million. Considering all the fund expenditures, they're estimated to be about $91.7 million. The economic outlook for Coronado remains positive with continued growth. The general fund continues to be healthy. Property tax, the largest source of revenue, continues to see growth in excess of about 5% per year. Transit occupancy tax, or the hotel tax, is the second largest revenue source, and that's expected to see growth year to year of just under 4.5%. The city created a short budget video that takes a look at the 2019-20 spending plan. It can be found on the city's website. The city-owned Boathouse restaurant property was constructed in 1887 on pilings over Gloria Bay and mirrors the architectural features of the Hotel del Coronado. The Boathouse began operating as a restaurant in 1968 as the Chart House and is now the Bluewater Grill. The City Council back in February agreed to create a Boathouse Stewardship Master Plan to recommend short and long-term repairs and improvements to the property. The master plan was adopted Tuesday, June the 4th, to ensure that the building is not only appropriately preserved, but also remains functionally and economically viable for the community to enjoy. The master plan documents the property's history, including the Boathouse's role as a template for the laborers who would later build the Hotel del Coronado, and as the first home of the Scripps Institution of Oceanography. The Port of San Diego is planning an 8th public art installation in Coronado. Penelope. It's a hand-bronzed, fabricated sculpture representing the wife of Odysseus in the ancient epic, the Odyssey, which will be installed in the next few weeks in the Tidelands Park. The City Council received the details at its meeting earlier this week. The artwork was commissioned by the Port and had resided on the Port's Embarcadero. The proposed Coronado site is on the Bay Shore Bikeway near the pedestrian path in Tidelands Park. The site is on the water side of the sidewalk, and the Port will refurbish and conserve the sculpture, transport it to the site, and install it. All associated costs to the project, acquisition, installation, and maintenance, are the responsibility of the Port. The planter irrigation and most of the plants were installed last week at the site of the Second and Orange Parklet project. The remaining plants are scheduled to be set by this Friday. The medallion grouting, staining, and sealing will begin next week. Tables and chairs are scheduled to arrive this Friday and be set by next week. A reminder that this Sunday, June the 9th, the Aquatic Center will be closed for specialized lifeguard training and pool maintenance. Hela is this week's Pet of the Week.
Hela is a 1-year-old domestic short-haired cat with a beautiful tortoiseshell pattern on her fur. Hela came to us when she was found having given birth to a litter of kittens on a sailboat in Fiddler's Cove. She was protective of her babies, but once she was separated from them, we found that she is friendly and outgoing and would prefer to have a human family. She does not get along well with other cats or with dogs. As with all of the animals here at the Coronado Animal Care Facility, Hela is spayed, she's microchipped, she's had a flea preventative applied, and she's ready to go home today for an adoption fee of $50. You can visit Hela down at the Coronado Animal Care Facility at 1395 1st Street, and you can learn more about Hela, about our adoption procedures, and about all of the animals available for adoption on our website at pawsofcoronado.org.
Call Paws of Coronado, which runs the city's animal care facility, at 619-522-7371. For more information on these events and all the city's news, check out the City Manager's weekly update online.